Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about this. It's all driven by doubt and fear. So, get started on that in a second. You'll enjoy it. We're going to have several days of heavy rain over the next few days, so figured I'd get out here while it's just cloudy and not raining. So, soften your body, slow your breath. Slow your thinking. See if you can get some clarity, calm. Because that's the topic of this video. It's all driven by doubt and fear. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about chronic conditions, right? For anybody who's been in this game for a while and has been dealing with chronic pain or other chronic ailments, whatever they may be, I'm teaching all the time that the perception of danger is what turns on symptoms. And if symptoms are sticking around and you've got other symptoms like anxiety or anxiety type of physical sensations, or even mental health things like depression, it's all driven by doubt and fear. Doubt as to what's going on, and just as important, doubt as to whether or not I can do anything about it, right? So let's break those two down. Doubt about what's going on. It's really important for you to understand how this human system functions and then assess whether or not your symptoms are behaving like a mind-body condition. And a simple, quick do-it-yourself test is, do my symptoms get worse when I'm freaked out and panicked? If yeah, that's a pretty good sign. It's a negative proof. Like a lot of people are saying, well, if this stuff helps my symptoms go down, then I'll have proof. Well, even if you're worried about an appointment tomorrow and your symptoms are going up today, that's still proof that your brain and the perception of danger is creating the symptoms. So get clear. There is an assessment, which is a little bit more detailed. Go to painfreeyou.com, enter your name and email, and download it. It's also in chapter 6 of my book. And getting clear is key. So, what causes symptoms? The brain. The brain controls everything. Everything. The perception of danger controls everything. The perception of safety can turn symptoms off. And it often does. We got to get rid of the doubt as much as possible. Is there going to be a little bit of remaining doubt? Maybe. But let's get it as small as possible. We really want to focus on getting clear, because doubt and fear is what keeps all of this going. So why is doubt such a big deal? Because if you don't know what's going on, you're going to be afraid of it, simply put. And it's going to be really hard to teach your brain to turn off symptoms when you think your symptoms are coming from a flaw or an illness with your body. So it's all really driven by this doubt and fear. And so your number one job is clarity. Let's eliminate or at least shrink as much as possible that doubt. We do it with the assessment. And also just evaluate your own lived experience. Do things get worse when you're more freaked out, more anxious, more stressed out? It's not just a clue, that's evidence, right? And then fear. How do we deal with fear? Well, one, get rid of the doubt. Once you know what's going on, then you recognize mind-body conditions are reversible, they're temporary, and there's a proven path to doing it. And it's pretty universally accepted that danger is what creates symptoms and safety is the solution. And there's a lot of mind-body people who are talking about that stuff. Now, everybody's got their own way of explaining it and their own processes, but at the end of the day, symptoms go away when the brain feels safe. All right? So, simple, quick video today. It's all driven by doubt and fear. So your first step is, let's make sure you tackle the doubt. Because if you can't, you're still wondering, you're still sitting on that fence, straddling it. I'm not sure if it's mind-body or if it's real, if it's this or that. Look, all symptoms are real, but mind-body means they're created by a scared brain. Simply put, false alarms. And so let's eliminate that doubt, and from there we can use that new clarity and that certainty to help neutralize the fear. But many people get stuck in this doubt, fear, anxiety, symptom loop. Doubt, fear, anxiety, symptom. Doubt, fear, anxiety, symptom. And so we want to find any way possible to get off that merry-go-round. And one of the stops is clarity. Eliminate the doubt so that you can eliminate the fear, so that you will have less anxiety, so that you have less symptoms. But the real starting point in getting off of that merry-go-round and getting out of that loop is clarity. Eliminate the doubt. And that becomes your foundation that you stand on. The other side of that is doubt that I can do something about this. All right? What if you're doubting that you're not capable of doing this? Well, look back at anything you've done in your life that was challenging or difficult. Sure, challenging, difficult, but you did it. Right? And so you can do this too. There are plenty of people, and I talk to them every day, people who come into this world very, very stressed out, scared, terrified even. And through this proven formulaic process where they learn, eliminate doubt, get clarity, and start to work on neutralizing the fear, they start to get better. First mentally and emotionally, and then eventually physically. And most of the success stories that are on my channel, got over 130 of them. These are all people who were in a really deep, dark place when they got started and when they found this mind-body work. And they got through it, and you can too. So it does all come down to eliminating the doubt and the fear. This is not a matter of fixing symptoms. This is a matter of overcoming fear. And we start with overcoming the doubt. So, love you folks. I'm going to wrap this one up. As always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.